Hello, welcome in another important video in our React.js course. I hope you all are doing great. So in our previous video, we saw how to create a reference of one heading tag. We used react.createReference method and we stored it in one variable, and using that reference, as soon as we click on this event, we able to change background color of heading tag. Let's see this in action. We quickly refresh this, and if I click on this change button, you can see the color has changed. So now we are pretty much clear with this create reference concept. In short, we can say using create reference, we can get document object model of that particular HTML element. So now there is another concept in a reference, which is forward reference. Although React itself accepts that this is not widely accepted and you will not use it so often, but still it is really important and it will help you to understand React.js even more. So this forward reference technique gets used in advanced front-end libraries such as Material UI to deal with user interface. Okay, so using forward reference, we can create a reference of any element which is not in the same component. As of now, we can see that we are changing or we are creating reference in the same component. But what if your heading tag is not in this component, it is somewhere else, and we want to change its background color? So let's try to create same scenario. Let me quickly create another component. Let's say heading ref.js should be js. Okay, and let's quickly create one RCC component, and we have some situation like this. Okay, so now this heading tag is not in our same component, it is in other component. So how we can change background color of this heading tag using reference? So in that case, we'll have to use forward reference method in React.js. So now we have to modify this component. Let's quickly comment this out, and let's declare one constant variable and give it a name heading ref is equal to react.forwardRef. So now this forward ref method accepts or provides two parameters. One is props. This is normal props which we normally get in functional component as well as class component. But there is one more parameter provides, which is ref. And this is exactly what we require here. Now we need to put this user interface inside of forward ref method, and with this we'll be able to get a reference of what we required. So we can put reference directly as it is, and we can put a reference dot heading ref exactly like this. So if we look at the example, we can see here they have used forward reference and we used, okay, so we'll have to use this syntax. Okay, so we are passing a reference what we have received in this forward reference method, and we are passing it directly to our heading tag. So let's save this and let's import heading ref component in our React component. Okay, so let's put from and let's put ref. Okay, so let's save this and see what we get in the output. So here we are getting output saying that, so this must be an error related to exporting function, because we've just created this component but we did not export it. Okay, so now it is working completely fine. But if I change but if I try to change its color, it is not changing. So now we have to make few changes in our ref component as well, and whatever the changes that we are trying to make it here, we'll have to pass it down to our heading reference. So let's put it like this. Save this. So now if I click on this change button, color of our child heading component got changed. Or with this way we'll be able to change CSS properties, as well as we can deal with document object model of our child component. So this is the concept of forwarding reference. So let's quickly recap this. So here we have one component in which we have imported one child component, and which is heading reference in our case, and using a ref, and we are passing a reference as props in another component. Now instead of using normal React.js component syntax, we have used react.forward reference syntax to create component. And this forward reference by default provides two parameters. One is props, another one is reference. We have simply passed this reference to our heading tag, so that whatever the changes we are making in this component will get automatically reflect in our child component. So this is how forward reference works in React.js. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.